Wanseko landing site residents in Chigoya sub-county, Buliisa District are concerned as water levels rise again. They feel neglected by the government with no resettlement efforts despite ongoing promises. Buliisa Paralegals Watamu Frederick emphasizes that the last flood victims remain uncompensated.
We are hit by floods. Those floods submerged us, most of our households. People were displaced. We lost our properties. Others lost their cattle. Businesses were closed. Our guest house were submerged. And most of us left our homes because we are the indigenous place. We are staying in our original land. We are our ancestral land. Since that year, we have never got any assistance from government. And as per now, the waters are going back. We are requesting to go back to our place, to our original land. The government not accepting. It's now declaring that land as a wetland. And yet the government did not compensate us. Now, as the community, we are requesting the government to come out and compensate us on our land and the properties we lost, so that we leave this land.
So with the flood, since from 2019, the government came in, people came, registered them, but since then, since they were registered, nobody has been compensated. So we don't know as to when they are going to compensate them. Because now, hotels went in one circle, some houses are still there. The government market also did what? Was taken. Government toilets were taken, but nothing has been put on place. When you go to Botiawa, the hospital went, primary school went, the factory of the fish went, and many people who are the indigenous. For example, we had at the lake 2 indigenous people. One is called the Kabagambe, who had a lunar hotel. That one went.
We had lost some business. Corona came in. People were not allowed to move. Yes, they had lost business, no fishing. Here, you have not seen any garden. We depend on the lake. We go there, fish. After fishing, you get your fish, sell, you get something to eat. So the situation really was worsened where the government, we had that problem of Corona, which came in. Yet people had lost business because of flooding. Things were not easy. People were replaced from here. People moved. Even the businesses which were here, the shops and what, people were trading around here, moved. And the business collapsed like nothing. So the way you say that the government came and registered some people.
The combination of homelessness and stringent fishing restrictions, which is the primary source of income for the residents, has pushed them to the brink of poverty. Many struggle to pay rent for their families, school fees for their children, or provide food to the relatives who are accommodating them. Shiza Moses, a town resident, highlights the devastating impact of the floods on local businesses, citing a large hotel that was submerged as a prime example.
It is becoming a challenge. That is why even the bird fishing system, it is not ending. They are breaking today, someone is forging tomorrow for survival, because the other one, it is a bit expensive. You can't really get 20 million. You buy a boat, you buy an engine of 10 million. It is a bit challenging for a common mugungu here to have such a system to go in the lake. So it is making our lives a bit challenging to survive. Business-wise, the way I told you that as this water came here, before the water, the population here was very big. People were many. The business were moving on very well. The way I told you, all this place, it was full of people. So the destruction of all these buildings, it meant that people were depressed. They moved from here to other places. So it dropped down the business. So the business, it is not the way it used to be. People were many with big shops here.
Laws in fishing. Most of our people have dropped out of schools, our children. We have no income. And there's increased crime. Like they are stealing our properties. We have robbers around. There are many people here. We are bad off. We don't have any work we are doing because we are mostly a sort of fishing. For us, we go as fishermen.
Minority Rights Uganda has urged the government not to overlook the marginalized and to take action before another flood endangers their lives or renders them homeless once more. Mr. Kabagambe Kamanda, the chairman of Buliisa Sub-County Local Government, is requesting higher government authorities to step in and allocate land at Lake Albert's landing sites for urban planning, as this would enable the displaced individuals begin new construction, ensuring their safety in case of another flood incident.
The lake expanded. The Bagunga were affected, so they could no longer go out and fish. Because the place was flooded, but also, as you have seen, their homes were flooded, but also their latrines were submerged. So as today you saw a lot of open defecation, which presents a public health possibility of a disease outbreak. So as an organization, what we are doing is we are urging government to really prioritize these marginalized communities by building, providing public goods and services. So the primary mandate for providing goods and services, health, drugs in hospitals, paying salaries and to teachers and building new classrooms. The primary responsibility lies with government. And these are communities that are often ignored. So we want government to come through on their mandate. But we also, beyond that, we want government to help these communities adapt to the changing environment.
I know they are very aware. Maybe what I would pray from them, since this is a matter of national importance, I would pray that if possible they should put into the flow of the parliament. I see in Uganda now, everything goes to parliament. And I believe that if this thing is not put into parliament, the pressure to which government would respond to these positive requests would be slow.
In the year of 2020 to 2021, when severe floods caused significant damage to various areas in Buliisa District, including Butiaba Town Council, Wanseko Town Council, Bugoyigo and Chigwela, affecting buildings and personal property, the district authorities sought assistance from the Office of the Prime Minister. Both the then Prime Minister, Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda, and later Prime Minister Robina Nabanja visited the affected regions to assess the damage and provide support to the affected families. Relief aid was delivered to help those who had been displaced by the floods.